Step into a world where stories come alive on Mr. Turtle Storytime. Chapter 7. The Order That Shouldn't Exist. Milo didn't tell anyone about the tower. Not Giuseppe, not the delivery app, not the confused pedestrian who helped him up off the sidewalk. Some things you keep to yourself, especially when they involve collapsing timelines and glowing pizza slices. Life went back to normal, or at least, something close to normal. He delivered to apartment buildings with broken elevators, to college students who tipped in loose coins, to late-night programmers who barely looked up from glowing screens. No portals, no dragons, no jazz clubs, no frozen futures, just pepperoni and traffic, and yet, every time his hoverboard hummed, he felt like it was waiting. Watching, listening. 3 days passed, then the notification came. It wasn't loud, it wasn't dramatic, it didn't glow or shake or explode. It simply appeared. New order. Customer number 42. Milo froze. He stared at the screen. Delivery address, undefined. Estimated arrival time, already late. He swallowed. That's not funny, he muttered. He tried to cancel it. The app wouldn't let him. He tried to decline it. The button faded out before he could tap it. His hoverboard powered on by itself. Route calculating, it chirped cheerfully. There is no route, Milo snapped. The screen glitched. Then 3 words appeared. Find the tear. The air shifted, not dramatically, just slightly, like a breeze in a sealed room. Milo looked around. Nothing seemed wrong. Cars drove past, people crossed streets, a dog barked, but then he saw it. Across the street, between a bookstore and a coffee shop, was something that didn't belong. A ripple, like heat rising off asphalt, only colder. It shimmered faintly in the shape of a doorway. Milo's pulse quickened. No, he whispered. He had finished the delivery. The core had stabilized. The shadow had shrunk. He had seen it collapse into a page. Unless, he stepped closer. The ripple deepened, and within it, he saw something that made his breath catch. The torn page, the one that had fallen at his feet in the tower. Floating, whole again, and written across it in glowing ink. You are not finished. The doorway widened, but this time, there was no violent pull. No explosion of light, just a quiet invitation. The city behind him felt real, solid, safe, but the ripple in front of him felt unfinished. And Milo had never been good at leaving orders incomplete. He adjusted his cap, locked his hoverboard into place beneath his feet. All right, he muttered. Last one. He stepped through. The world didn't shatter. It didn't burn. It folded, like a book closing. And when it reopened, Milo was standing in a hallway lined with doors. Each door labeled with a date. Tomorrow, next week, 5 years from now, never. At the far end of the hall stood a single door, unlabeled, and slightly open. A whisper echoed from within. Courier. Milo took a slow step forward. The hoverboard stayed silent. The app screen remained blank. For the first time since the first portal, he wasn't being delivered, he was choosing. He reached the door, placed his hand on the handle, and pushed. Darkness spilled out. Not the shadow, not mist, not cold, just possibility. And somewhere in the distance, a phone chimed. New order placed. Milo smiled. Yeah, he said softly. I'm on my way. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Mr. Turtle Storytime.